Hi there and welcome to our final webinar. This one is entitled Prepping Your Child for Mainstream Sport. This may or may not be relevant to you and it's something that you can use if you are hoping to transition your child into a team that's different to Sense Rugby or that may not have as much support as Sense Rugby available. So, a few different things. The first one, remembering your sensory prep. So we talked about different principles of regulation that helps kids to calm down, and hopefully through the program you've learned some strategies that helps your child to be nice and regulated and function at their best. So when you go into a mainstream sports setting, make sure you're using some of those strategies before your child goes to training or before they go to their session. That may mean that you're using your deep pressure strategies, your breathing, your proprioception, or your rhythmic movement. Any of those ones that you felt work can be really helpful to prepare your child for their session. I think it's really important that when you go into this new setting, to also point it out and acknowledge with your child that the session will be different to what they're used to. Especially if they're going into a rugby team, as they may be expecting it to look the same as Sense Rugby and they may be expecting it to be a similar experience. You may need to say to them that this will be a very different experience and it may or may not be hard the first time, but I'm here if you need me. Definitely prepare your child to become familiar with the environment. You may be joining one of the clubs that Sense Rugby was held at, but you may be going to a completely new physical space. Visit this site where your child's training will be when it's a quiet space where there's no expectations on your child, and allow them to have an opportunity to see what this area may look like. When you go into this new experience, take the pressure off yourself and your child. It's a really gradual process and it may take a long time. It's okay to watch a few sessions and it's okay to go slow, and your child will really appreciate you respecting their needs and just being with them without pressure. There's no need to push them into a situation, and it may be really handy to let the coach know beforehand that you will be letting him or her guide you with how much they want to participate at the start. You need to continue the safe zone that you've created around sport for your child, and that means that you are removing the pressure around them participating in this new environment. It may be helpful to acknowledge the process you've been through and the difficulties that your child's previously had with the coach. If the coach knows that you have done a lot of work into supporting your child to get to this point, they may be more understanding and more accommodating for your child. The next tip is to find an in. A love for the tackle bags, a particularly good passer or kicker, or something that your child really enjoys about the sport can be a way that you can gently encourage your child to join in during a time where it's something that he or she may enjoy. Even within the Sense Rugby sessions, we find that some kids are only comfortable to participate once it comes to their favorite bit, and that can be a nice way to then lead them into the rest of the session. Another valid thing to think about might be to think about whether a friend does a team sport. It might be really beneficial for your child to have a familiar face in the group. Feel free to reach out to us for any help around this area. We do offer different ways to support clubs to help kids to integrate, and we're happy to help. Thank you so much for joining me today. We'll chat again soon.